Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. This is Joanne Brisbois here with Joanne B Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. Today is February the 11th, and I'm here to go over a couple of updates for Stampin' Up! As well as show you an upcoming class I have, and then show you a new kit that just came out, and then put a couple cards together. So stay tuned if you're interested in hearing about any of this. So the first thing I'm going to go through with you is just the join special. So Stampin' Up! Has a join special right now. That if you would like to join Stampin' Up!, I'd be happy to have you on my team. And with this offer right now, you get $165 worth of product for $135, and you will get this Stampin' Positioner thrown in for free. So I do have that new Stampin' Positioner, so I'll just show it to you quickly. So it comes with 2 plates and then your base plate. This grid paper is sold separately, but you can get the grid paper to help you position your stamps or whatever you're working with on this piece of paper. I've also seen this demonstrated using this and the magnets for using blending brushes so your blending elements don't move out of place. So I'll just do a quick demo here. So I'm going to put my paper on, just line it up with the lines. It's got some magnets, so this is a little bit different than the one they had previously. So the magnets are covered, so you don't have to worry about them clicking together and breaking. So in the theme of Valentine's Day, I just thought I would do a Valentine's Day heart. So I'm just going to put my stamp on there. And then you put your positioner. There's 2 holes that you line up, and it's kind of spring loaded this time. So I'll just push it down, get my stamp on here. Then you lift your stamp up, ink it, and you put it back on, and you line it up here with your 2 holes, and you push it down. And then again, if you don't like your image, it's really nice because you can re-ink it and put it back on here, and it will ink in the same spot, so you don't have to worry about having a blurry image. It also has a smaller one that comes with it that also clicks on here. So if you wanted to do an image where you're putting maybe happy birthday all the way down the page, you could just move it down on the grid to stamp your happy birthdays. So a neat little tool. I really haven't had time to use it, but I'm hearing a lot of really good things about it from other demonstrators, from videos I'm watching. So this will eventually come out for everyone to purchase, but at this time it's just a join special. Also, the last chance clearance rack, I guess I don't call it clearance anymore, it's just last chance list, is up on the website. So if you go on the Stampin' Up! Website and go under the menu and then under specials, you'll see last chance. So there's quite a few new things on there. I know one of the things that I'm really going to miss is the textured dies or textured note dies that's on there. This one is just making me sad that it's leaving because I use it in just about every class I do. And one of the other things that's leaving, and I don't have them handy, is the brass butterflies. Again, another thing I use a lot of. So I'm going to stock up on those brass butterflies before they go out of stock. We have a brand new product of the month for February. This is the paper. It's very bright and colorful. So there is 12 pieces of paper in this package of 4 different designs. So this is the front and back of one, the next front and back, a front and a back, and a front and a back. So it is very busy paper, but I've seen some beautiful cards made with that as well. I'm going to talk next about my next in-person class. So these are the 2 stamp sets we'll be using. We'll be using Cutest Cows, which is a brand new online exclusive coming out in March, and the Gears and Textures that came out in the January mini catalog. This class will be making 4 fun fold cards, and the price is $50. If you are interested in the class, here's my email address. You can just email and let me know, and I will just give you a peek at 2 of the cards that we'll be making. So there's this Z fun fold, a double Z, and it's got just a little twirly thing on the back of one of the gears, so it's just kind of a fun interactive card. And then The other card is, this is the first card I've made of it. I thought it turned out pretty cute, but it's a fun fold where it's a 3D one. It just folds in that way. These two flaps come down. This is really hard to show on a video, and then this comes up in an easel fold. So a really cute card that you could give away as a gift. And those were the updates I was going to just show you. And just, I think I mentioned it, but just in case, so the class is on Sunday, February 22nd at the library here in Red Deer. It starts at 10:30 and it's $50 for the class. If you're interested in the stamp sets, I do have a reduced rate for the Stampin' die sets. So just let me know. You can send me an email. Excuse me. And now I'm just going to show you one of the new kits that just came out in February. So this came out on, I think it was February the 3rd. It is called Happy Happenings. So it comes in this box, and with their kits, everything that you need comes in the box. So with this particular kit, it comes with a block. It comes with adhesive. So this one comes with your tear and tape. It comes with dots, so glue dots, so that you don't have to actually have glue if you don't have glue handy, and the small dimensionals. The embellishments it comes with are just some clear dots. It's got a beautiful stamp set. This was one of the biggest reasons I wanted this stamps, or this particular kit. The stamps are happily ever after, thank you, welcome baby, kindly delivered to, for all you do, from all of us, sweet little one, and congratulations. So then a few little additional stamps. So a really nice stamp set for many different occasions. It comes with a Mossy Meadow ink spot. And these cards are oval cards, so it's different. I haven't seen an oval card kit for a while. And so all your pieces are in here that you just punch out. So it's got your sentiment pieces, your flowers, everything in here is ready to go. You just have to punch it out and put it together. It comes with blue envelopes. They're all blue. The insides are white. And then your flowers as well that you punch out. So everything you need to make these cards is in this kit. So I have pulled out all of the pieces to make these cards. So we'll see how that goes. So with your cover page here that just shows what the cards are in the kit, it has the detailed instructions on how to make the cards. So these detailed instructions don't have written instructions. You just have to follow the pictures to put them together. And so usually what I do when I get these kits is I actually look at this page. So this would be the back page of the kit, and it shows you what you need to punch out and what stamps you need for that. So that's usually what I do, is I take this out, I go through the kit, I pull all the pieces I need for the kit out, and then I flip over and start working with my instructions. So I have all my pieces ready to go here. So we'll start with the first card, which is a thank you card. So we've got our base here. We've got all our flowers and all our extra pieces. Like I said, I found that on the instructions there of what all I needed. So the first thing it's telling me to do is to take this little stamp here that has the little dots on it, and I'm going to use my regular stamp pad and stamp those where it's telling me to stamp them. So with my Mossy Meadow ink, we are going to stamp on this yellow piece. Better be careful there, I'll be putting something in the ink. And it is telling us to stamp somewhere in this neighborhood. We'll see when we're finished if I've stamped in the right places. Around the side here, and then up towards the top. So we've got our 3 stamps on there. Then the next thing it's telling us to do is to put our embellishments on there, I believe, which is interesting. So we are going to put an embellishment up here, a bigger one, and then we're going to put 2 smaller ones. So one smaller one is going to go in this neighborhood. I should have my take your pick tool out here. My big finger's in the way. And one down at the bottom here. Okay, so we've got those on there. Next thing it wants me to do is to stamp thank you. Stamp thank you on this piece of paper. So we'll stamp our thank you. I should have my, I'm living bravely here. I should have my paper underneath to do a test stamp to make sure it's coming out okay. And it did, very grateful for that. And then on our little strip here, we are going to stamp for all you do. So we'll find our for all you do on here. Mount that on the block. One of the things when you're doing little skinny stamps like this is if you put it down, and my fingers seem to be kind of sticky, when you put it on your block, it should come on straighter. Like often if you're taking it and you're just trying to position it on your block, it may not position straight. So it looks like we want to stamp that towards the end. There we go. All right, so, oh, and we got a little bit more stamping to do. We're going to stamp inside of our flowers. So we've got a number of flowers here that we want to stamp the inside. I'm just looking to see, it doesn't look like this one has a right side. Looks like they're both the same. So we will take the big floral center and we'll do the orange one. And wouldn't you know it, I thought I only needed one orange flower. I need two, so I just have to dig another one of those out. I thought I was being so careful to make sure I had everything all organized for the video, but apparently not. So we'll stamp the second one. And then we need the smaller inside flower. And we will stamp these little baby ones. Let's see how I do a stamp in those. Well, I'm not going to say I did the best on that, but we'll call it okay. Okay, there we go. It looks like that's all the stamping, so I'll just close my stamp pad up before I end up wearing it. All right, so now what it's telling us that we're going to do is we are going to take this piece and we are going to, nope, that's not what we're going to do. It's showing us, well, it's showing us putting it on the, putting dimensionals on there, but I'll just wait. So I'm going to take some of the tear and tape and we'll put it on the back of this panel. So it shows that we're going to put it on here. And here. And then we're going to put that on this white piece. So I'll just center it over this scalloped oval. Now we're going to take one of these flowers. We're just going to put some tape on the back of it. And we are going to put it up in the corner here. Probably somewhere in that neighborhood. And then we want to take our two green leaves. And they actually put their little glue dots on the back, but I think I'm just going to use glue because I think that's going to be easier to deal with. Well, if my glue would like to work, it'd be easier to deal with. We will see. Oh, I should have tried my glue out before I started. Maybe I will be doing these little glue dots. All right, so we will do it as the kit says, and we will put a glue dot on the back of each of these leaves. And hopefully I can get the backs off on video because sometimes they're a little tricky. Oh, well, that came off pretty good. All right, so we're going to put one in this neighborhood here. And then we'll put our second one kind of across from it. So we're having some really nice weather right now. It's really strange to have such nice weather in February. I know here, the way the snow has been melting, it'll be looking like summer very soon here. All right, so this one goes there. And then we're going to take our thank you and we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. And so when you're looking at the instructions for this kit, it tells you exactly where you're putting your dimensionals, how many you're putting on, but of course you can put on as many as you want. You don't have to stick with what they're telling you. That one came off. All right, so that goes in the center here. So your flowers are still sticking out. Maybe could have put that a little differently, but that's okay. I think it'll still be fine. It'll be unique. It's my card. All right, so now we're going to take these little flowers, and it looks like we're going to put one in the center of this peachy one to start with. So we'll put one in the center here. And then we're going to take one and it's going to go a little bit over. We'll take this one that didn't stamp so nice. We'll put that one on here. Put a backing on here. And it is going to go up on the top with this orange flower. And then I'll take a dimensional. Gosh, I think I'm going to put this big one on first. I'll put a couple of dimensionals on this big one. We'll just put it on the bottom of the thank you down here. Turn it around a little bit so we can see the full thank you. And then we'll put this peach colored flower. It just goes underneath here. And the white flower. I'm hoping I'm in video when I'm doing this. I'm paying more attention to my card than I am to where I'm working here. All right, so we'll slip this one just under there. And then they used dimensionals to put this on the card base. So we'll just get some dimensionals on there. Probably going a little crazy with the dimensionals here. These little ones, I like the bigger ones. I find these small ones, I don't know, I just always want to use a lot when I'm using the small ones. All right, so I'll get all these backings off and we can put it on our card, and then we just have to put the sentiment on and the first card's done. That's how quick these cards are. There's 9 cards that come in this kit, 3 of each of the ones we're putting together. So you can make some really quick cards if you need a card in a hurry. So we'll just center that on there. And then this one has us putting this tape on this one, so I'll put a strip of tape behind it. tape off, and then it has it kind of under the flowering coming out. So there you go. So that's the first card. Thank you for all you do. All right, and so the second card we'll do is going to be a peach card. So that's peach background, and these are our pieces for this card. So we're going to take this white piece, and we are from the stamp set. We're going to use Happily Ever After. So I'm guessing this will be a wedding card with Happily Ever After on it. Get out my green ink again. So we're gonna, this one has it stamping Happily Ever After towards the top. Of that oval. And then again it has us stamping the centers of the flowers. So we've got the orange flower here. So we'll stamp the center of the orange flower. Oh, actually it has us using a different stamp for that. There's a little flower in this set, and it looks like it has us using this flower. I guess it's this one. This flower. So we'll stamp that in the center of that flower. There. That's kind of cute with a little flower in the center of it. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment on this particular one, and it's going to say, congratulations. Put that just on the counter here again, and we'll stamp it out. And we're going to stamp this one on our blue strip that's in the kit, and we're going to stamp this one in the center of the blue strip. All right, so I think we're done the stamping. Oh, no, we're not quite done the stamping. I guess we have to put some centers into our yellow flowers. So we'll get those stamped off. There. All right, put the ink away. So we will take this piece that we stamped, and we're going to put some tape on the back of it on either side here. And whoop, sorry, I'm doing that off camera here because I'm looking at the instructions while I'm doing it. We're going to center that on this peach oval. And this peach oval just has a little bit of a stitching design on it, which you probably can't see. And then we will take this and we will put some tape on that as well. And we're going to put that in the center of this white fancy oval. Oh, I think that came back with me. Sometimes the static electricity doesn't quite let it go. It just sticks with you. So we're going to put that in the center of here. Then we will take our dimensionals, and we'll put some dimensionals on the back of here and put it on that peach card base. right. So I hope people are taking advantage of that last chance list. Like I said, there's some really good deals on there. I have to buy everything, so I think I've got 90% of what's on there probably. So it's just stocking up on some of the embellishments and ribbons that are on there that are so versatile they can be used all the time. Okay, we'll put that in the center there. Now we're going to take our 2 leaves that we've got here, and we'll put some of those glue dots on those again. And they're both going to go towards the bottom of the card. All right, I better not talk too soon, but I'm finding these glue dots are working out better than they usually do for me. So I'm very happy tonight that the backs are coming off. All right, so these are going to both go on the card, just kind of down a little bit here. So one of the things I really like doing with these kits, and people that craft with me know this, I like putting alternatives together. So I like to put one that is what the kit has designed, so you can see what the designers of the kit were thinking, and then I like to put together some alternatives of just ideas that I come up with that I like, just to challenge myself and think a little bit outside the box. So we're just going to put some glue dots on these ones. And I think actually I'm going to put this one on first, because this one's going on dimensionals. Well, actually it doesn't go on dimensionals, but I'm putting it on dimensionals. I think it needs to be popped up. The card might get a little bit thick that it's not going to go in the mail without extra postage, but so this goes in this area. Oh, I maybe didn't get that as straight as it could have been. Let's see if I can get that off still. I was so crazy with my dimensionals, it might not come off very well. Let's see. Oh, I think I might be okay. All right. Well, it's a little bit over to one side. After the video, I might take it off and try and move it over a little bit, because I'm not super happy with that. So these little ones just slip in down here. And then they've got one that's kind of coming up on the flower on this side. Now we're going to take our congratulations. And again, they're just doing the congratulations with tape and putting it on there. So we'll just put the tape on the back there. And then it just goes right across the center here. Maybe use my, whoop, let's go over this way a little bit more. We'll use our little loops there to kind of, oh, well now it doesn't look like I stamped it very straight. I thought it looked okay before. Maybe we have to put our congratulations just a little bit off. Just that way it won't look like my stamping up there is quite off as much as it looks to be. I was pretty proud of my stamping. I guess I shouldn't have been. So it has us putting one of these larger dots is up here. One of the smaller ones down in this area, and then one just under the congratulations. So that's the second card. So these are really quick and easy cards, and I think they're actually quite pretty. And our third card is a glue base, and this is a baby card. So there are pieces that I have punched out for this one, and so it has us using these little sand type of little dot images again, and we're going to take those dots and we're just going to put them kind of down the center of the card. So we'll get out our Mossy Meadow ink again. Or put my email address down there just in case you decide you want something. So we're just going to stamp a few of these in that area and then down here. So the center is going to be covered up, so we don't need many in the center. And then on the white strip here, we're going to stamp Welcome Baby. And hopefully I'll do a little bit better job of stamping this one straight in the center of that. Hopefully it looks okay. It looks okay now. I guess we'll see when I actually get to that point if it's straight or not. And then sweet little one is what we're going to put underneath that. So we're just going to look for the sweet little one saying on here. That is the bottom one. So stamp the sweet little one on our yellow strip here. And it looks like it might be just a little bit off to the side there. We want to put that one. Finding there seems to be a lot of pieces on the desk here that I'm trying to maneuver around as I'm stamping. And then our daisies already have the centers done, so we don't need to do those. So I think we're done with the stamping on this one. So we'll take this blue one and we'll put some adhesive on the back of it. We're going to take this nice scalloped one here, and it's going to go on the scallop. I'm sorry, I'm still a beginner at this videoing, and I think I keep moving my hands and what I'm working on out of the frame of the camera there. I put this mat underneath so I would know that I need to be up in this area, but I think I keep going further and down as I'm doing things. All right, so now we're just going to put some tape on the back of our welcome baby, and we'll put that on. So we're putting that on around the center of the card. So it looks like it pretty much takes up from one side to the other on there. And we will use dimensionals again and put that on our card base, and hopefully I get this one on straighter than I did that last one. So maybe in the comments let me know if you like doing kits or if you prefer to be making cards of your own design using your supplies. I like a mixture of both. I like to do both cards and cards that I'm creating or that I've got an idea from Pinterest or a video or something. So there we go, we got that on there. So now we are going to put our daisies on. So we're going to put the daisies on. They're going to be a mixture of just putting some glue dots on and using some dimensionals. So we'll put some glue dots on. It looks like they've got glue dots on 4 of them, so I'll get glue dots on the center of 4 of them. Then I'll put some dimensionals on 3. I'm pretty sure I'm out of the camera again. Right, so it shows us putting 3 of them towards the top here. Maybe put that. Maybe that's why I saw in the picture they only had tape going down the center, and I chose to put tape all the way across. I see they only put tape down the center, so you can put some of your daisies underneath, which I can't do so well now, but that's okay. My cards will be a little bit different. They'll be unique. So we'll put our daisies on there, and then we'll put our 3 daisies, or 4 daisies on the bottom. So we'll put one here. And one just over here. Then we'll pop 2 of them up with the dimensionals. One will go over here and one here. I almost covered up all of my green there, but that's okay. Just having a little bit popping out. We'll put some glue dots on the back of these 2 leaves, and one slips just under here. Well, easier said than done, it appears. So one slips under there, and then one slips under at the top. Then we'll put some embellishments on. Slip this little guy under here. Oh, I got a backing for something on there. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. There we go. All right, and then we're going to take these, and we've got a big one here. Oh, doesn't want to let me go. And a little one over in this area. Oh, I really need to be using my I usually use my take your pick tool, which you can see that I must do because I'm having a heck of a time there. So there's that one. And it looks, there should be a third one on here. I'm just trying to find it on the picture. Oh, well, it's gotten it in a place where I don't think you'll see it. So let's just put another one over here. We'll put another one up top here. There, I think that'll be good. So those are our 3 cards from this kit. And again, the kit is called Happy Happenings. So you've got your thank you card, a baby card, and a happily ever after card, a wedding card. So a nice kit, easy kit to put together. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Again, if you do need anything, just get a hold of me through joannebstamps@gmail.com. So thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Bye.